What the finance? Oh, wallet romance. Welcome to the 21-day money challenge, an initiative to help and grow your money as much as you can. Use these tips, tricks, and tools in your personal finance as well as your business finance. Share your journey and remember, you're not alone. Show some love by smashing the thumbs up button so that it can reach more people and do comment on your progress. Are you ready? Let's get started for today. Here we are back again in day 7 of the 21-day money challenge. So, welcome back again. And day 7 is going to be a slight extension of day 6, right? So, are you wondering what it is? Don't worry, I'm going to share that with you. So, I want you to check something in the budget that you prepared yesterday. You know what? I want you to check if it has a very important item. Any guesses what it is? Well, it is your monthly savings, right? Have you slotted in an amount as your monthly saving is what I want you to check. And if you've not, don't worry, you can rework on it today. So, yeah, well, remember, this is our 21-day money challenge, right? So, we might as well see how we can maximize your money potential. So, that's the objective. And money, savings, moolah, bucks, yes, all of that go hand in hand. So, let's go back to Sid's example. So, Sid, what he had done, like expected, he hadn't provided any amount as such for his monthly savings. And Sid was like, oops, what do I do? So he wasn't even sure which expenses he needs to be cutting because what the kind of budget that he had prepared was actually a kind of a break even where he had managed to just spend almost all the money that he had earned on a month on month basis. So let me give you a trick here and what you can follow after this challenge to maximize your savings potential. So when you prepare the budget, first slot in your savings and then your expenses, right? So that way you will have a limit for yourself and you'll know where and how to restrict yourself. So in Sid's example, what he wanted was he prepared his budget, but before that he said, I'm going to set aside a particular amount as my monthly savings. So it can either be a particular amount or a fixed percentage. So he said each month 20% has to be my savings. So the first thing that he did was set aside the 20% and the balance 80% is what he had left himself for with all his other expenses. So this way he knew where and how to set his limits, and so that he doesn't go beyond what he was earning, and what his money, the amount of money that he was left with. So first, the trick here is to first put in your savings and then manage your expenses with the balance amount. So you know how much money you have at your disposal and you can play around with that. So this 20% of SID that I mentioned is just an example. So see what is a realistic number for you and how much you want to set aside as your savings, right? So now coming to the 80%. Now, how do you think Sid managed with all his expenses within the 80%? So I'm going to introduce this principle to you. It's called the principle of essentialism, right? So what Sid did, he classified all his expenses into three primary heads. So, first was highly essential, essential, and non essential. So, what he did, highly essential, of course, one needs to definitely spend getting those. So, highly essential, definitely yes. Non essential, no brainer. Probably he said, if I have extra money, I would probably indulge, else I will not. So the gray area is the non-essential ones, right? So on the non-essential one, what do you think Sid did? So a lot of expenses actually come under this, right? And you probably may not have the right clarity, or you don't know which is essential, or whether it is highly essential or just essential or non-essential. So if you're little unsure about this, you could probably follow the method that Sid did. And you know what that was? So he had set himself this 80%, right? So in this 80% of his uh, you know, the total income, he decided that he would set, first utilize them for the highly essential ones. The non-essential ones he decided to do away with, especially in months where he was pressed for cash. So the balance, whatever was left out, he was, utilizing that for his non-essentials. That way, he felt he was having a good balance of everything, and he didn't feel that he was being too frugal and depriving himself of many of the good things in life. But at the same time, he was not going overboard as well. So he tried to have this right balance, right? So whatever money that was left with him after spending for the highly essential ones, he would then plan the non essential ones under that. So, this is how Sid managed with the principle of essentialism. So, my friends, you know by now the activity that you need to do for today. So, get started. See how much you want to allocate as the savings, and then plan the rest of the outflow with the balance amount that you have at your disposal, so that you're being more cautious and careful with your money, and at the same time you are also saving some amount. So we'll discuss more about the savings and how to take it forward in the next coming days. So have this done, keep them ready, and review it. And any questions, any doubts, do get in touch with me, and I shall see you tomorrow. Signing off here is Sangeeta. See ya. Bye.